Hey guys, welcome to the RVMan LP exhibition, and today we're going to be taking on Broly, the second coming. As if the first coming, we honest to God thought he was dead, but for some precarious reason, he wasn't. He just took a punch to the gut. Anyway, Broly's second coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Trunks, Goten, and Videl have gone on a trip to find the 7 magic Dragon Balls. But their fun has been interrupted by the arrival of an unexpected guest, Broly. Sensing danger, Gohan raced to the rescue, but even he was little help against the legendary Super Saiyan. Their prospects for survival seem bleak, but the Dragon Balls have suddenly granted them a glimmer of hope. Somehow, Gohan, Goten, and their deceased father Goku have been allowed to combine their powers for a final attack.
Hey, I'll tell you who's the worst character to pit against Broly other than Yamcha. Videl. No, I'm not kidding. Thanks to her slapping Goten in the face, Videl inadvertently awoken Broly. Well, Broly, being the person who doesn't like Goku's crying in the first place, goes on this homicidal rampage. The rest is history.
Goten, Trunks, and Videl went on a quest for the 7 magic Dragon Balls. And along the way, they soon found themselves rescuing a quiet village from monsters.
Wow, Videl! Quit complaining.
In spite of Goten's childish behavior, the young heroes somehow managed to defeat the monsters. The next morning, Videl sensed a strange presence.
What are you doing? Do you know what time it is?
Why, game? Why do you do this to me? Let's be perfectly honest, people. This is a near unwinnable fight if Videl is not at a right level. And even then, she can't even fire okay, she can fire maybe 1 energy blast and that's it. Otherwise, all she has is nothing but rushes. So you're gonna have to take advantage of the fact that Broly does get a little bit slower when he transforms. And you're gonna have to also abuse Videl's transformation. Yes, Videl has a transformation. In fact, she turns into Saiyaman Mark 2, or Saiyagirl, or Saiyawoman, whatever the hell Funimation calls her. Oh dear God damn it! Jesus! I knew that was gonna happen. You know, I call it like reverse karma for Budokai 3, because in Budokai 3, you're playing as Broly, which is a good thing. And even on hard, Videl is your easiest fight. Unfortunately, reversed and subverted and destroyed here because you're gonna have to face... Okay, that's the first time that has ever happened to me before. Broly running away from Videl, that is the first time. It's like Woo Woo running away from me in Dynasty Warriors 5. Anyway, like I said, Videl had nothing but rush attacks. And Great Saiyawoman, I do believe I transform into her. I think I do, but I don't. Probably don't. That's the same exact move as Great Saiyaman, only she finishes off the opponent. At least there's one thing good about this. At least Videl is stronger than Hercule, and at least Videl can fly. That's not gonna save the fact that Videl is, well, rather garbage. And if you think it's bad fighting against Broly with Videl, oh my God! Wait till you see Harudagon. You will be wishing. Well, actually, she does have Gohan to back her up in that fight, but correction, Great Saiyaman. Yeah, arguably one of the worst fights in the game. And this one just so happens to be the worst, because she literally has no backup. So you have to be really good at leveling up Videl for this fight.
With Videl powerless to defend herself against the ruthless Broly, Goten and Trunks rush to her aid.
You totally woke me up, and I'm not a morning person!
KAKAROT!
Huh? What's a Kakarot?
KAKAROT!
Is it a food? Ew!
Without further warning, Broly charged in for an attack.
In all honesty, I blame Videl for Broly's awakening, but you know what? For Bio Broly, I blame that priest that was in that village. Oh yeah. Now it's the time for me to talk about both this movie and Bio Broly, and I'll be trying to talk through that during the fight. As we take control of Trunks and Goten, unfortunately, once again I failed to do the fusion dance. It's a steep requirement, ladies and gentlemen. Really it is. And it's harder to pull off in this game than what it is the other game.
Oh, looks like he's not following us, huh, Trunks? He's gotta stop and rest. He is a grown-up after all. Ah! Ah!
All jokes aside, like I said, with Videl, make sure Goten and Trunks are at a higher or stable level than Broly. If you do manage to perform the fusion, by all means do so. That'll make them stronger, and hopefully you can immediately turn to Super Saiyan if you have any leftover stocks. But otherwise, I would recommend against using the fusion, because once again, if the fusion is defeated, both characters are defeated. Anyway, let's talk about the movie. Let's talk about Broly's second coming in Bio Broly. The whole entire time, basically this movie is nothing more than comedic moments. Yes, there is some good fight scenes when Gohan and Broly actually has their fight. And yes, Goten and Trunks actually did somehow manage to survive long enough so that Gohan could take over and save everybody. Sort of. But the problem of the matter is, it's what happens at the end of Broly's second coming. The movie was enjoyable, except for at the end. At the end, it really was asshole, because I mean, some can say that the Dragon Balls probably did it, but it literally is asshole, and you're gonna probably bring up that quote here in this particular episode. But you all know as well as I do, if it wasn't for the fact that the quote-unquote Dragon Balls actually gave, I did not need to get caught in that.
Alright! Charge!
I didn't know it actually did that much damage. Anyway, if it wasn't for the fact that the Dragon Balls did summon Goku, Goten, Gohan, Trunks, Videl, the whole entire planet would have been annihilated. It was just a play to pull Goku in to save the day. Oh, Trunks leveled! Wow. That's awesome. And well needed.
Broly plus Earth equals bad. Broly plus anything equals bad.
I mean, nothing against Goku, but there's some times that the other characters need his time in the limelight. Like, for instance, Krillin, or Piccolo, or Tien, or even Chaozu. Hell, even Yamcha might need his own movie, but then again, that would be blasphemy if he had his own movie. How should I put this? Wait, I'll wait till the cutscene's over with first before I actually go any further.
Trunks! Over there! Look! If we could just get it... We could use a wish to get rid of that monster! Goten, I'm gonna go distract him. Right!
Not gonna lie, there were some humorous moments in the battle. One of which was Goten trying to collect all the Dragon Balls during the fight with Broly, which leave poor Trunks to be the punching bag of Broly. And then there's the fact that Trunks, well, relieved himself on Broly's head. I'm sorry, that was really hilarious. The look that Broly had on his face, that was just priceless. And there's nothing else that could be more priceless than that in that movie. Oh, except for the fact that Krillin gets owned. Yeah, Krillin is actually in the movie, dressed as Piccolo for some inconspicuous reason. I mean, the movie had its comedy, the movie had its action, and sometimes it draws out. But like I said, the ending is what really killed it for me. I mean, it's all well and good that Goku came out like he did like that Cell. But, I got it perfect. That's awesome. But, it still doesn't change the fact that Goku really wasn't needed in this movie. It could have focused on Gohan, who really wasn't in half the movie. Oh, but I'll get on Bio Broly in just a moment.
Trunks! I got the 4-star ball! Now we have all 7! Goten! Hurry and call Shenron! Trunks! Shenron isn't coming out! What? Oh man! I'm in big trouble!
I'm not gonna lie, this movie actually had a BS ending, but it did have some sort of action in it. It was pretty good. Bio Broly? There was no excuse for that movie. I don't care if it was short runtime or not. There was no excuse for that movie to be that freaking horrible. And look, we finally get to play as Gohan, but in Bio Broly, there is no way you're going to see Gohan. Oh, and thank God we're not going to see Bio Broly in this game.
I'm amazed you guys held your own against Broly. KAKAROT! That's right. You're after Dad, but he's gone. So, you'll have to fight me instead.
Before I continue on about Bio Broly, a little tip for facing Broly with Gohan. If you can, build up your stocks, go Super Saiyan 2, kick his butt. That is all. Oh, and I forgot one little major detail about this battle. He can and will transform into the legendary Super Saiyan at any time during the battles. And as you see, even in this difficulty, he even uses stocks. So, you might want to keep that in mind. Anyway, Bio Broly was a missed opportunity. Anyway, I'm sorry for changing the subject, but Bio Broly, in my opinion, was a missed opportunity. It was just short. It had the wrong... It was literally starting the wrong people. I mean, I don't mind Goten and Trunks because they actually are pretty hilarious at some points. And I don't mind 18 either. It's Hercule that's the problem. Yeah, Hercule actually started Bio Broly.
You ready for this?
And I know you're saying, hey, you can't diss Hercule, he's the greatest warrior in the world. The whole point of this goddamn movie is Hercule, get this, only fighting Bio Warriors that his cousin created so that Hercule can keep the world from knowing that he wet the bed when he was young. Also, that priest from the previous movie I mentioned, Broly's Second Coming, tried to, actually gave him the means to clone Broly. So basically, it was all missed opportunity and stupidity out of the way.
He's still a monster. I should be stronger.
Again, I understand that they were trying to focus on somebody other than Goku. And the only positive note about this movie, it was Krillin's actual first win. That was the only positive. Bio Broly was Krillin's first victory. That's it. Oh, Jesus.
I did it. Hey! Krillin! Sorry, 18. Please take care of the others.
And speak of the devil, you're gonna have to fight as with Gohan and Krillin. If Gohan can't beat the legendary Super Saiyan, you better make sure Krillin's at a high enough level to withstand his attacks. Cause legendary Super Saiyan Broly is hilarious. It's merciless, that's what I meant to say. Well, I wouldn't say hilarious, but the times where he's constantly screaming and uttering Kakarot is, well, psychotic. But all I can say is this. Bio Broly and Broly's Second Coming. I mean, Broly's Second Coming fell on his face with his ending, Bio Broly just fell on his face completely. But the one thing that I can wholeheartedly say, at least they didn't make a fourth one. That would be really aggravating that they made a fourth one. I mean, they build up a hero, I mean not a hero, they build up a villain who basically had a messed up childhood, and who also had, like, I don't know, one movie to bring character development, albeit a pretty long one, but they killed Broly's character completely with Bio Broly. That's all there is to it. And you want to know what? And there was one other missed opportunity that I need to mention. They could have had Broly fight Goku in the underworld. I mean, many people has also made this complaint too. And they missed that opportunity. Goku once again cameos.
Ah! Krillin! Why is it always me?
I mean, there was a lot of things they could have capitalized on this movie. But unfortunately, little time to record and a deadline and all that. You know what? That's the same excuse that Mega Man X6 used. There was no little time. They were trying to cash in on something popular. And sure enough, Broly was popular. But enough about that, we're about to come on to the final battle of Broly's Second Coming.
I'm Hercule's daughter!
Driven by her desire to save Gohan, Videl was able to muster the last of her strength. Videl! Why you?
Forget it. Let's enjoy this.
Brother!
Remember that anticlimactic ending I'm talking about? This is the one. You're gonna have to play as Gohan and Goten. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter where Gohan... That's the funny thing about their ultimate. It doesn't matter if Gohan's defeated or not. If Gohan is defeated, Goten will still use Bro's Kamehameha as the Super Saiyan. And the same will go for Gohan. So it really doesn't matter. Anyway, the point that I was trying to make about discussing about the movies is this. There's some movies that were awesome. Some movies that were mediocre at best. Some movies that outright sucked. The only two that I wholeheartedly say outright sucked was Bio Broly and Lord Slug. The only mediocre movie I could actually see out of this whole entire series of movies would probably be The Dead Zone. Oh, I wouldn't say mediocre. Oh, god damn it, Broly! Guess when I was about to finish your ass off. Oh, come on, really? You're just gonna stand on the ground? Oh, you bastard! You bastard! And that takes a lot of health from me. And I lost my stars. Bastard! No! Ooh, thank God I dodged. Aw, man. Anyway, while I'm getting my ass soundly whipped, and by no fault of mine, I was trying to finish him off. Okay, yes, it was my fault, sort of. I was trying to finish him off with a super, and I just can't get it. This Broly is all up in my face, man. Moving ending! But as I was saying, the Dead Zone, I did say, was good, but it also was kind of mediocre due to the fact that the plot, well, there was none. It was just, the action made up for the plot. And about was being, Garlic Jr. was being freaking stupid. That's all there is to it. But I did find some cool and interesting characters out of the movie series. Like, for instance, Janimba, Bills, Broly to some degree, and I just got my ass handed to me. And also Tapion.
My turn.
And the funny part is, these last two Broly movies were supposed to tie in during the Boo Saga. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm guessing they're tying in after the Boo Saga, or probably during the Boo Saga before Boo was released. Because, if I'm not mistaken, Vegeta died somewhere before Goten and Trunks actually learned how to fuse. Anyway, enough trying to dwell on it. Broly is dead again, and this time, he's dead for good. Because this game knows better than to put Bio Broly on it. Or Yamcha's a hero.
Kamehameha!
Kamehameha! Shinron, please! Save us!
Put everything you've got into this! Kamehameha! Together, Goku and his two sons were once more able to defeat Broly. But how did Goku appear? Did the magic of the Dragon Balls miraculously bring him to Earth? Or was it merely a dream? No one knows.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, episode 107 comes to an abrupt end. I wouldn't say abrupt, it comes to an end. In the next episode, I did mention Janemba, and ironically, that's who we're going to be facing. It's Fusion Reborn in episode 108. Now, the thing is, episode 108 will be coming earlier than expected. Instead of midnight Friday, Saturday, 1 o'clock in the morning, it's going to, like it normally does, it's going to show up between Thursday at midnight and Friday 1 o'clock in the morning, probably along with the 72nd episode of Legend of Dragoon, I do believe. Yeah. And the only reason for that is, well, I'm going to be graduating and I'll be gone all day. Yeah, that's right. RVMan 985 has graduated college and got himself an associate degree. This is RVMan 985. See you guys next time.